Hi, I'm Claire, and today I am going to be taking you on a journey around our inner world. Now, before we get into that, let's talk about what inner worlds are. Inner worlds are basically a place in the brain where alters go when they are not currently fronting. Not every system has an inner world, and for those who do, not all of them can control what exists within it. They can range from being really small, like the size of a house or a room, to really big, like the sizes of planets. So, now to our inner world. Obviously, since we are polyfragmented, our inner world is fairly large and complex. We don't have control over it outside of our personal homes, and we can conjure some items, but nothing that has existed within this last century, as our inner world is very historical and fantasy-based. I'm going to start by talking about our subsystem inner worlds, as they are fairly small. I don't personally have access to them, so I'm just going off of what I've been told they look like. The shifting city subsystem, which is Mia's subsystem, is a small urban city which is made of gray fog. Gray fog being what symbolizes fear within our inner world. The city is surrounded by solid gray walls. The factory is Veronica's subsystem and is a polluted street lined with old-fashioned factories. Eternity's subsystem, Eternity being the collective name that they chose, is a small, circular, light purple platform. Victoria's subsystem's inner world is made up of a small collection of grassy islands with a few trees and a river that flows across them. And I don't believe our other subsystem has an inner world. Now to our main inner world. In our inner world, our nights are longer than our days. Our nights and days center around the same point as they do out here, simply differ in length. We also don't have a sun during the day, though we do still have the effect of sunlight. Our main inner world has boundaries in the shape of an oval, which is where we got our system name from. We can't draw to save our lives, but we thought we'd throw an oval up on screen so we can generally point out where things are. So within the boundaries, to the east, about here over, is a large open field. To the west is a city. The northeastern side is the suburbs, where the majority of the alters that live in the city live. The northwestern side is a small group of mansions. The southwestern side is downtown. It's pretty broken down and destroyed looking. And only one altar that we know of lives down there. And to the southeast is the stadium, which is our main meeting area in the inner world. It's also where our main fronting area is, which is a normal-sized, invisible wooden door that's in the exact middle of the stadium. Floating in the air above the stadium are Star Rail fictives, created their home as their version of Penacony from the game, which can be accessed through teleportation from a small pool on the west side of the stadium. And above that, in the sky, there is a side system that Astra is the gatekeeper and secret keeper for. We don't know much about it. but there are some altars that can fly that have access to it, as well as our moon is an altar and the stars are fragments. Now for the boundaries. Our north boundary is made up of hills that turn into mountains as you go further away from the main area of the inner world. Ursa is the gatekeeper and secret keeper for what exists beyond the mountains, but we guess that what likely exists beyond them is our old inner world that we had as a child. We all have grayed amnesia for the old inner world, but we generally have deduced through comparing notes that it was forested and had at least one castle in it. Which when we moved IRL, it felt like the ground in the inner world picked us up and moved us and became the mountains, which is why we guess that that's what's behind them, but we don't know for sure. In about the center of the northern boundary, there is the entrance to a cave system. In this cave system is our dormancy area, which weirdly, given the fact that our inner world is very historical and fantasy based, is filled with sci-fi sleep pods. Right next to the entrance to the cave is our vault, which holds all of the things that we are not ready to process yet. Also on the northern side, near the east, is a bottomless pit. Now for the eastern boundary. The eastern boundary is cut off from the main part of the inner world by a thick layer of black smog. And beyond that fog is a volcanic wasteland where the majority of our violent persecutors live. To the south, we have the stormy desert, which is called such because there are consistent sandstorms going on at all times. We have seen the outlines of some cats through the storm, so we assume that there may be some altars that are cats beyond that boundary, but we're not sure. And Ginger is the secret keeper and gatekeeper for that boundary. Then to the west is the ocean. Lunaria has a small grotto right on the ocean side. In the ocean is the underwater kingdom side system, which is where the mermaids live, who are gatekeepers and secret keepers for what exists in the west. Then further out into the ocean is the Fantasy Island, which is a long, thin, up and down oval where the north is forested and the south is a large field. And beyond that, we are starting to form our representation of Hisi Island from Genshin. So that concludes our tour around our inner world. If you have any questions, feel free to leave those in the comments down below. If you like the video, feel free to give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. If you want to learn more about the basic terminology we used in this video, you can learn more about that in our basic terminology video up here. Or if you want to learn more about us collectively, you can check our playlist down here. Thanks for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and see you in the next one.